Imagine a situation. You come home after a hard week, tired, with a bag of groceries, and glance briefly at the windowsill, where, in theory, the remains of your favorite plants should already be lying. But no, they look like new, as if someone has been secretly taking care of them all this month. Does it seem impossible? In fact, it's easy if plants live at home that really don't care how much attention you pay to them. Why is this topic so important? Firstly, the rhythm of life has accelerated. People work more, travel, and disappear on business trips, but everyone wants comfort and greenery. Secondly, there is a boom in environmental friendliness, mental hygiene, minimalism, and creating a comfortable atmosphere at home. And plants are one of the easiest ways to improve mood and air quality. There is also a funny fact. Psychologists have proven that having green plants in the house reduces stress levels. But many people say, I can't keep the plant. It dies in 2 weeks. So today we will fix it. And here's a warm-up question for you. How many plants do you think you could actually keep if they required almost no maintenance? Write in the comments. It's interesting to compare. And now, here are 10 plants that live on their own and are ideal for those who love greenery but don't like to mess with it every day. 1. Sansevieria is the champion of survival. This plant is called mother-in-law's tongue, perhaps because it is just as impenetrable. Sansevieria can withstand almost everything: shade, direct sun, rare watering, temperature changes. Even if you forget about her for a month, she will pretend that nothing happened. It's growing slowly but steadily. Its thick leaves store water, and its roots do not require a large amount of soil. Watering? Every 2 to 4 weeks. In winter, even rarer. And yes, NASA has included it in the list of plants that purify the air. It absorbs toxins released by furniture, plastics, and household chemicals. Key tip: if you want Sansevieria to look expensive, take varieties with a yellow border or vertical stripes. Question to the audience: have you ever watched how Sansevieria lives without watering for several months? 2. Zamioculcas, Dollar Tree for the employed. This plant is loved by interior designers. It looks stylish, lives a long time, and fits any style, from minimalism to loft. The main reason for its vitality is the thickened petioles and leaves, which are water accumulators. Yes, this is also a kind of succulent, only of a more respectable kind. To kill Zamioculcas, you need to try very hard, but one mistake is still critical. Fill it with water. Roots rot quickly, so rule number 1, it's better to forget to water than to overdo it. It grows slowly, but if you give it enough light, it will produce new shoots more often. A small fact: in some countries, it is believed that Zamioculcas brings good luck and money, hence the name Dollar Tree. Question to the audience: do you believe in such herbal signs or not? 3. Havoria is small but hardy. Havoria is an ideal plant for those who want greenery but have a minimum of light and space. She is not afraid of forgetfulness, does not require fertilizers, and grows well in small pots. The most popular is striped Havoria, which looks like a miniature aloe with white zebrines on the leaves. This is one of the most suitable plants for offices. She doesn't need frequent watering, preferably once a month. She doesn't like direct sun, so it perfectly tolerates rooms where the sun's rays rarely appear. Related story: Havorias are often used in compositions with stones and decorative sand, and such a composition can stand for years with little to no interference. 4. Echeveria is a stone rose that doesn't act up. This plant looks like a living souvenir grown by a professional, although it's actually easier to take care of it than a cactus. Echeveria loves light, but tolerates light shade. Watering is minimal. The main thing is not to pour into the outlet, otherwise the leaves can rot. It is ideal for decorative compositions, mini gardens, terrariums, and even work tables. Funny fact: Echeveria grows better if you forget it a little. Any excessive attention leads to the fact that it becomes loose and loses its shape. Visually, this is one of the most beautiful plants for the video. Be sure to show grand shots of the leaves. 5. Pachypodium is a mini palm tree with character. It looks exotic, a thick, prickly trunk with a twig of leaves on top. Looks like a cartoon character. It lives a long time, grows slowly, and the thickness of the trunk allows it to store a huge amount of moisture. So you should water it rarely, and sometimes very rarely. He likes the light, so put him closer to the window. But at the same time, he kindly experiences dryness and heat. With age, the pachypodium becomes more spectacular, turning into a real chamber palm. 6. Spathophyllum forgives everything. It is often given for luck, and it really gives you happiness because it can withstand almost any everyday disaster. Did you forget to water it? It will droop, but after a couple of hours after the water, it will come to life. Put it in the shade, it'll say, okay, that's fine. If you want flowers, put them closer to the light. If you want just greenery, it will grow in the back of the room. By the way, spathophyllum also cleanses the air, and quite effectively. 7. Chlorophytum is a hero plant of the Soviet schools. Chlorophytum is a living proof that a plant can live anywhere. It was installed in schools, hospitals, and universities, and it felt great, even without proper watering and light. It grows quickly, makes a lot of babies, and fully recovers after drying out. Chlorophytum is one of the most effective plants for air purification, especially from formaldehyde. 8. Peperomia is a shade-tolerant baby. Round leaves, compact growth, and the ability to store water are why peperomia is so unpretentious. She likes diffused light, but she tolerates shadows perfectly. Infrequent watering is her lifestyle. There are about 1,000 types of peperomia. You can create a whole collection, and all of them will live peacefully and without winds. 9. Cacti are masters of autonomy. These are probably the most famous plants for those who like to take care of every 6 months. Cacti live where other plants don't survive. They love the sun, dryness, sparse watering, and spaciousness. Some cacti can flower many years after purchase, and this is always a pleasant surprise. If you often go on business trips, cacti are perfect. 10. Aloe is almost eternal medicinal plant. Aloe is able to live and grow where other plants wouldn't survive a week. It loves the light, but it tolerates shade calmly. Watering is minimal. The leaves store moisture, so drought is not a problem for him. And the coolest thing is, it can be used as a first aid kit at home. Aloe juice helps with burns, irritations, and dry skin. Practical part: 5 rules of care for eternal plants. 1. Avoid overfilling. This is the main mistake. Almost all plants die not from drought, but from being loved too much. 2. Provide light. Even the most shade-tolerant plants respond gratefully to the window. 3. Rarely transplant. Such plants like stability. 4. Wipe the leaves. This improves photosynthesis and appearance. 5. Do not interfere. Yes, that's the rule. The less often you interfere, the better they live. Conclusion. We have reviewed 10 plants that can live almost independently: Sansevieria, Zamioculcas, Havoria, Echeveria, Pachypodium, Spathophyllum, Chlorophytum, Peperomia, Cacti, and Aloe. These plants make the house more comfortable, the air cleaner, and life easier.